Hey, welcome to A Foreigner in the Philippines. Good evening, and a quick update on the work that's going on to clad the interior of our extension. So this is all the prep work has to go. We're using the metal stud. All of that has to be gotten level. Don't forget that even this was done rustic, so not everything is as perfectly plumb or level as you might normally expect. But now it has to be, because if it's not, when you put this boarding up, it has to look right. And that's where we're at now. You'll have noticed that I took down my big office table, which all comes down into various bits and pieces. As you can see here, there's one of the bits and pieces there. So we're amazed at how much animal crap was behind the sofa, behind other parts which are open invitation, I should say, to the birds that can get in on the top there. See, look, so this actually looks very nice. It really does look nice too. We had it double clad, so it's clad not just on the outside, it's clad on the inside as well, and the ceiling has been done, and so it really does look nice. But unfortunately it doesn't lend to being clean. So in very, very short time you'll find that things are getting dirty, so which we can't have, which we really don't want. If you look there, now that's not all done from the work that's been done putting this up, because most of the cutting is being done outside anyway. This is the if I can get it open. See, this is where the cutting's being done, so that's where most of the dust is, but it does tread in. Yeah. So that's magic time of the day when we're getting nice sunsets again. I look over there. I was very disappointed actually from yesterday. We did a walk around, and we found a family living up in the mountains there on the other side, and they're totally isolated. Tiny little house that maybe was I don't know, if it was 10 feet square, that would be a lot, and but just beautiful, idyllic, you know. As I've said on many occasions, if you took the plastic, in other words the modern items out of the kitchen and just showed what was left, it would look like a house that had been made 200 years ago, in the same style as something that could be 100 or 200 years ago. Just remember, and of course 100 years, it sounds like 100 years would be taking you back into the Dark Ages, but it really wasn't. 100 years ago they were having a world war with tanks and boats and planes, and things were pretty modern. Looking at it now, no. See, we're using very modern materials here, but all of that is all rustic. All of that done very simply. Even those pieces of wood there, they're not done in a modern mill. They're done with chainsaw chainsaw, and all they have is a tape measure. They have a 3 or 4 foot chainsaw. They'll have a string line, chalk, string line, tape measure, pencil, and they'll give you the cut list that would enable you to build a place like this. Of course, now we're coming in and we're using metal stud. Now the metal stud, this is what we're looking at if you're not familiar. And because of the way, it's very thin metal and it's very, very light. I built our red house out of metal stud because it's so light. It can be lifted and worked by an old fart like me. So that's where we're up to right now, hoping tomorrow have enough materials here tomorrow to move on. The way that we're doing it at the moment is to get everything set up, everything cut, everything measured in place, so that whatever you need is there, getting ready for installation, which is the best way that it does. And you can do that by building out with shims like here. So most of this is just dry fit, and it will be set up according to the string line, according to according to this baby here, the spirit level. So that's where we're on, and we're coming around. We're going to need some more. That's track up there. I call that channel. From the UK you call that channel. If you're a metal stud worker, that would be called channel, but here for some reason they call that track. And we have enough track to take us round to the door, which will almost finish the wall. And there'll be detail work, of course, that will be needed to do what's been done here. Look, if you look at the way that this has been done here, this has all been taken down from the block ply, or plyboard as they call it here. So I've made this up from the block ply, and this as well. The moulding is ready made, of course, that's the half round. So detail work like this, it's got to be filled, it's got to be sanded before it can be painted, which it will. So that's our little update. Thanks for looking in, and bye for now.